Hi guys, Steffi here and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a little tutorial for you. It started off yesterday. I wanted to make a TN and covered all of my books and everything like that, and then I got the cover wrong. Us crafters always have little times like that when we mess up. So instead of binning everything, I decided to do something different. And this is what I've come up with. Now I think this looks absolutely adorable. I've used me Doodlebug Bouville stuff. I've used it all now, it's all gone. Just covered it with some paper, one of the cardstock stickers saying Halloween, one of the lovely trick-or-treaters, and then I just made this little cute little bow. And that's adjusted on the back. And I've done this so inside it will hold the 3 notebooks that I covered. Now these are really simple. I just kept them really simple, not too much embellishment because I wanted them to fit in the box. And I just think they're so cute. They'd make a really nice gift for somebody. So this one's got best wishes, it's got the spider up here and I've just drew a black line on with my Sharpie. It's got the trick or treat, there's the witch and the little black cat. Then this is the next one, like I said, really simple, just a couple of those little stickers. Made a little banner here out of some of the paper, and then this one here with trick or treat and some of the little sweeties kicking about. Like I said, really plain and simple, but I loved how it was done, so I thought I'd come on and show you how I done it. Really simple. Right, so the collection I'm using today is this one here, and it's the Echo Park Imagine That. Sorry, I did do a flick through on this when I first got it, so I'm using that. I'm also pulling in the element sticker sheet as well that I got. I've also got the ephemera to one side, but I think I'll probably just stick with this one. So that's it for the embellishment. Now the books I'm going to cover are these ones here, and these you get out of Card Factory and you get 3 in like a little box for 99p, so they're not expensive at all. So I'm going to show you how to cover this one. I've already went ahead and done the other 2, and that's that one, just with the unicorn paper, the unicorn, Every Day With You is Magical, and I've popped on a couple of stars. And then I've done this one here with the mermaids and that lovely sticker there that says Play with Fairies, Ride a Unicorn, Swim with Mermaids and Chase Your Dreams. And I've got a couple of the bubbles on there, and then the starfish, and then the lovely little shell. Nothing on the back at all. So they're already done. So time to do this. We'll do this one first before we do the box. And the pieces I've got, you will need to cut them down a little bit, but I prefer to have too much than too little. So I've picked up 2 designs, and obviously because I'm using the 6x6 pack, because I want that lovely band to go around them, I have cut these just at 4 1/4 and the full length of the 6 inches. We're not going to need it, but then I will trim it off with my knife, okay? And then this piece here is, one second, this is just 1 3/4, yeah, 1 3/4 by 6. What we're going to do, I've put some double-sided tape on there. We're just going to attach that onto there and then onto that side, just to give that lovely band around the outside, because I think it looks really nice. Like, these would be really nice to give to friends as gifts. You know, you've got a stationery lover in the family, you could do these and make them and do them for Christmas. That would be really nice in like a Christmas theme. And the reason I like using double-sided tape is because I can line that up and I can make sure that it's straight. Okay, so then we're just going to go ahead and take the release paper off this one. And without getting my head in the way because I can hardly see, I think that's about it. Right, so that's our cover more or less done. Okay, now what I like to do, because obviously this paper is bigger than what I need, and I'll just show you what I've done. On the first one that I covered, I just started from the edge and I didn't have as much of a border on here, and it was nearly all on the back. So what I'm going to do is what I've done with this one, so it's a bit more equal. And all you want to do is just get your book and line it up in the middle and just roughly wrap around so then you've got like a centre point there, and then we're just going to apply glue all over the cover. I'm just using my Tombow here. It's really good glue, this. Now I would prefer, that one's empty, I would suggest using wet glue. Obviously it's personal preference, but it just gives you that little bit more wiggle room to make sure that you get the edges straight, and you know that it's going to sit in place. You could just use double-sided tape if you've got a really good eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up to the bottom here and just in the middle, and just bring that down, making sure that it's flush. And you can turn it over and just make sure on that side that it is flush. Just give that a good press down with your bone folder or your fingers, whichever. And then I'll come in with my blade. You could use your trimmer or your scissors, but if you've got quite a steady hand, you could just use your knife. And there you go, you got that, but you'll keep that for a little bit of scrap or anything really. So that's our first one done. And then just to help it work around, I mean, you've seen us cover notebooks before, and you've probably seen loads of other people do them as well. I just like to bend that round just so it knows where it's going. But what I'm going to do, what I found easier, is I'm going to trim this top bit off. And I did find this easier doing it before I stuck the back cover on. And just turn them pages over, and then lie down that your back piece there, and then you just might have to go over it a couple of times, especially because obviously we've got double thickness here. Just make sure that that's cut. And then all I want to do now is just put glue on the back here, just like we did the front. Said these books are really good for decorating and stuff. I love them. I normally use them in my TNs, and I'm just going to put some glue down there as well, just to make sure it's nice and stuck. And then just press down and bring that over, making sure that it's lined up on both sides. Once you're happy with this, just go ahead and press that down. So there we go. Oh, let's go with my bone folder. Press it from both sides, and then we've got this little bit overhang. You could fold that on the inside of your book if you wanted, but I'm just going to cut it all away, just like that. So that is how quick and easy it is to cover our notebooks. So let's bring this in, and we'll just see what I want to use on here. I'm actually not quite sure. Let's see what the doll's house looks like on. This is the hardest part, deciding on how you want to decorate it. I think I'll put that on there. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. And then let's see what this little rag doll looks like on. Oh yeah, I quite like her on there like that. And then I just want to put something up the top, and let's have the teddy bear matching with the toy thing. Do I like that on there? Yeah. Like I said, they're really just so simple how I've decorated it. But sometimes I think simple's just as nice. Okay, so put that to one side, and now we're going to make our box. Now the card here that I've got is some of me Stampin' Up stash that I've had forever, and this needs to measure 12 inches by 8. So I'm actually going to score with this on camera. Don't normally do this, I normally have everything done. Just get it up so it doesn't wobble. That's part of the reason I don't, I think. So on the short side, make sure you're in for frame, sorry about that. All you're going to do is on the 8-inch side, you're going to score at 1, then again at 7, and then flip it round to the long side. You want to score it at 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 9 and 1 second, and then 1, 2, yep, 9 1/2. Sorry, I was getting a bit confused there. 9 1/2, and then 10 1/2, and then that is your scoring done. Okay, so I'll pop the scoreboard away, and then you just want to come in and you just want to fold and burnish. I love those score lines. Just like that. So when it folds round, that is going to be the top of our bag. Okay, so we've just got some bits to cut away. Now on this bit here where we've got the 2 sections, we're going to cut away this rectangle and this square on both sides. Okay, so just take them away completely, and I just like to cut inside the score line. Go it as neat and as straight as possible, and then just straight over, just like that. Okay, you just want to repeat that on this opposite side here. And then again, just cut that completely away. I like to use my longer scissors when I've got that little bit extra, and I'm going to come in with my snips. So that's what we're left with so far. So then these little bits here, these squares, we're going to make those into tabs. So you want to cut straight up the rectangle, either side of the score line, and then you just want to notch in to make a tab. Okay, and if you've got to pull them out, always pull them down. If you pull them the other way, it could risk ripping your card. And then again, just cut straight up and then notch into the square. I'll move them that way. So now that is the shape that we're going for. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this top flap here, once I find it, see it, just going to use my corner rounder, and I'm just going around the corner of this flap. Okay, and then we're going to, before we put it together, I'm going to decorate it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the pieces of paper. Where's all my bits? They are in here. Right, so for the front and the back, you will need 2 pieces of paper which measure 4 inches by 5 3/4, and I'm going to have that one for my back and then that one for the front. And just bear in mind when you're putting this together that that paper needs to go upside down, because obviously once you turn it up it'll be the right way. Okay, so then I have this piece of paper here, which is for the mat, this top flap here, and this measures 5 3/4 by 1 1/4, and then just round off 2 of those corners, and that is going to sit on here like that. And then I've gotten some strips for the sides here. This one here measures 5 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch, and that's just going to sit on there like that. And then you need 2 pieces that measure 4 by 3/4 of an inch, and basically, well, there'll be one on this one actually, because this is the one that's going to fold round. Now on this one, because I try to use every single bit of my paper, and these papers come with like a hole in the top, I'm just going to cover that with a little circle or something like that. So that's not going to bother me too much, just in case you're wondering why I've got one with a little notch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video. I'm going to stick all these down, because you don't want to watch me stick all these down, and then I'll be back for the assembling of the box. Right, so that's all covered. I did do a mistake here. I meant to have this side, but I glued on this side rather than the opposite side. But I think it'll still look really nice. So all the papers are from the same collection, so it's all going to marry up anyway. So what I'm going to do is on these two tabs here, I'm going to apply a little bit of glue. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back one here, the one with no DSP, no paper even, sorry, that's Stampin' Up speak. And we're just going to line that up so it's nice and square, and just press and hold that. And then do the same on the opposite side. You can use tape, you can use any adhesive of your choice. I'm just using my glue because it's here. And then what I'm going to do, because what will happen is we'll put glue on the backs of these ones here, and then that's just going to come round like that. And I've done it like that so the flaps is covered so the books won't catch when you go in and out. Next, I've just got this punch here. I can't remember what circle punch it is, but it's just basically to make a notch in here. So we just want to line it up. This punch can be temperamental. Oh, it's worked first time. So yeah, I've just done that before we glue them down. So that's what that's going to look like. So then last thing, you just want to put some glue on these inside of these flaps. And then, oops, this one here too. And then all you're going to do is just bring those around. So I'm just making sure I'm in shot. And then just put your finger on the inside and just press them down. And then just that one as well, just line that up, making sure it's nice and square. And then again, oh, don't move it before it's dry, Steffi. But what you can do is you can come in with your bone folder and just press that down, so then you know that that's not going anywhere. Okay, so that is our box nearly finished. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop our books back in, the 3 books that we've just done, and they are a lovely little fit in there. And then come in with some Velcro dots. I mean, you could use magnets if you wanted, or a ribbon closure. I just really like the idea of Velcro dots. So you just want to line it up in the middle and then pop the other one on top, and then make sure that's nice and straight, and then there you have your little box. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to take this punch, and this is one of my old Stampin' Up ones, it's the bow builder. I'm just going to use some of this paper here and see if I can get it all on. Don't know if it's wide enough. It is. So you need to punch this twice, or if you have any mine's getting stuck. If you have any dies or you just want to use a ribbon, then you could just do that. Okay, I'm just using bits of my scrap. I'll clean that in a bit. So then all you want to do is just get your bone fold with these 2 bits here, and you just want to curl them a little bit. Okay. The only bit you don't need is one of those, you need everything else. Okay, so normally I'd use glue dots, but I don't know where my glue dots are, and the ones I can find, shall I say, are too big, they're massive. So just want to put a bit of glue on that end there, and then just bring that over to their match, and then just pinch that there, just like that, and then do the same on this one. And then bring it over, just pinch it together, and then you want to, oh, that isn't quite stuck yet, getting a bit eager, put a little bit of glue on one side. Oh, and this one hasn't stuck neither. You must have been shouting at me, Steffi, it's not stuck. I do love using and just make sure it doesn't matter which way these go around. I don't think they do. So I'm just going to stick those two together and press and hold them in the middle. Just like that. And then you're just going to come in with this. I'll do that in the pink. And I'm just going to pop some glue on here as well. And I'm just going to line it up in the middle. These are probably all seen videos on how to put these bows together. And you just wrap it around like that. Okay, get that glue off my fingers. And then all you want to do with these tails is just pop a little bit of glue and then just attach them where you want them on the back. And then again with this one, and just attach that one in the same manner. That sticks, that is. It's the thing with glue, it gets all over, doesn't it? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to stick that on here. So apply glue on the back. Sorry, this was meant to be a quick video. Oh, I think I'd learned by now that me and quick videos do not match really, do they? We don't really go very well. And then I might come in with, I know these are Winnie the Pooh pearls, but I think I might just come in with one of these, one of the larger ones, and just stick that in the middle of the bow there. I can tie in with the mermaids with the pearls, and I've picked one up with no sticky on, which isn't very clever. Just looked a bit cockeyed, that one, but you know me, you know what I'm trying to do here. Trying to get things as straight as I can. And then I might even put some pearls around the outside actually, because I need one to cover this here. Oh no, I'll just stick a sticker on. I'll stick a sticker on. So right, let's go in with our stickers now. And I think I like this mermaid. Will she fit? Oh, she's too big. She won't fit because of the way she is. Let's try this one instead. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Oh yes, I like her on there. Should we have her there? Oh, that just looks so pretty. So pretty, I love it. And let's have a look at this banner here. Beautiful Dreamer. Yep, I'm just going to pop that on there like that. Then I'm going to come in with this little flower. I'm just going to pop that on the side. And I'll put something on the other side as well. I've got a little flower here. So obviously I don't want it to be too big because it's a bit lost on there. But you know, I'm actually quite proud of it. I quite like how this has turned out. So this is my little stationery, little notebook box, if you like, and I think they're absolutely great for gifts or anything like that. So I hope you've liked the video. If you have, then please give me a thumbs up, and I will be back later. See you later. Bye.